Bhanja, welcome to you to your favorite YouTube channel, Udaya Bhanja's English, or Learn English with Udaya Bhanja. Today's topic is about the present simple. The present simple. At first, we should know about the form of present simple. And what is the form of present simple? The form of present simple is quite easy. That means subject plus V1. V1 means the present form of the verb. V1 means the present form of the verb. So example, my friends run. My friends run. My friends run. And here now you can see. My friends is the subject. And here run is the verb. And run is in its V1. That means verb 1. That means is in present form. And another example, my friend runs. So here my friends, that means third person plural number. And here my friend, that means third person singular number. And only for this reason, the verb run here takes S. That means in case of present simple, if the subject is a third person singular number, and we have to add S or ES to the verb. So let's proceed about the person. Yes, next now you can see. Here, person means first person, second person, third person. And first person means singular and plural number. And singular is I. And plural is we. And second person, that is you and you. And in case of singular, it is only one. But in case of plural, it is more than one. And next, third person singular number, he or she and it. And especially third person singular number. And they are he, she and it. These three items are called third person singular number. And then they is the third person plural number. So in case of this particular one, in case of third person singular number, and in case of present simple, we have to add S or ES. To the verb. Now proceed about the use of the present simple. And the present simple is used to talk about use of present simple. The present simple is used to talk about something that a person does again and again as a habit. Something that a person does again and again as a habit. So the present simple is used to talk about something that a person does again and again as a habit. In other words, we can say the present simple is used to talk about present habit. That means as a person does again and again in present, so it is known as present habit. Let's take some examples. I think that it is a short piece of information to you. If this part or some of the parts of this video is or will be necessary for you, please make screenshots. Let's take some examples. So give a look at the boy. And that boy does something again and again. And you can say that it is the present habit of him. So what is the present habit? Yes. Start. What is the present habit? So what does he do? That means this person's name is Anam. sneezes. Anam sneezes. That means Anam is the person and the activity of sneezing is done by Anam again and again. So while talking about the activity of a person or the action of a person that he or she does again and again as a present habit, we use present simple. Another example. Yes, the example is given for Anup. So what is the present habit? That means what Anup does again and again as a present habit. Give a close look at him. That means now you can see Anup coughs. It is the habit of Anup of coughing. So what a person does again and again as a habit, that means Anup coughs. So it is the perfect example of a person that he or she does again and again as a habit. Next now can see. About the second use of the present simple. That means if the exclamatory sentences begin with here or there, here or there, or here or there, and in this regard, we use the present simple tense form. That means the exclamatory sentences that begin with here and there, and to express that something happens, in the present. So while saying that something happens in present, and while beginning the sentences with here and there, at that time we use present simple tense form. Now give a look at the blackboard, and here is a sentence. The sentence is here comes Tunguri. Here comes Tunguri. That means as this is an exclamatory sentence, and as it describes something happens in present. So this particular sentence takes present simple tense form. The present simple is used to talk about laws of nature. Laws of nature means, that means especially the laws that are fixed for the nature, as of the sunrise, as of the sunset. So we can say the sun rises in the east. Give a look. The sun rises in the east. Now you can see another example. The sun sets in the west. The sun sets in the west. So it is also a law of nature. So it takes present simple tense form. Use number 4. The present simple is used to talk about scientific truth or general truth, ever truth or eternal truth or usual truth, etc. But the problems arise to identify what sorts of truth it is. Only for this reason, it will be better to tell you that the present simple is used while talking about what is usually or always true. The present simple is used to talk about what is usually or always true. What are the ones? Just we should have to take some examples.
Why did he tell me so? I will kill him.
I am about to give you the example of what is usually true or always true. And the example is, it needs to make a quarrel. It needs to make a quarrel. It's to make a quarrel. It needs to make a quarrel. Now you can see. But this person is only one. So two persons needed. Then you can see what happens.
How dare you tell me so? You
Now you can see it needs two to make a quarrel. So that means as it tells us about something what is usually true or always true, we use present simple. Then the present simple is used to talk about present state or fact. Present state or fact. Example is I am hungry now. I am hungry now. This sentence refers to present state. And why is it called present state? Because why is it called present state? Because the state that can be changed. The state that can be changed is known as present state. The state that can be changed is known as present state or fact. Because I am hungry now, and then I shall have to take food. And after taking food, I cannot say that I am hungry now. So in this regard, as this state can be changed, as this state can be changed, as this state can be changed, so it is known as a present state or fact. Next, then they use number 6 of the present simple. The present simple is used to talk about permanent state or fact. Permanent state or fact. What is permanent state or fact? The fact or the state that can't be changed. That can't be changed. The fact or the state that can't be changed, and that is known as permanent state or fact. While talking about permanent state or fact, we use the present simple. Example, Jharkhand is to the north of Odisha, and this sentence refers to a permanent state or fact, so it takes present simple tense for. While talking about the commentaries or the running commentaries of games and sports, we use the present simple. Let's take an example.
He's hit this one, Miles. Great shot. Oh, it's a biggie. Straight over the top. The little man has hit the big fella for 6. He's off his size. And he's smashed him down the ground. What a player. What a wonderful player.
While talking about the process of making something, we use the present simple. That means in case of making something, in case of talking about the process of making something, we use present simple. Give a look. And that boy is about to make tea. Yes, at first he pours water into the pot and then adds dust tea or tea dust into it, and then adds sugar and milk. And in this way, if we want to talk about the process of making something, the present simple is used. Next, there are some of the verbs. They are called stative verbs or mental verbs or non-progressive verbs. Stative verbs or mental verbs or non-progressive verbs. and they take present simple because they do not take the present progressive or past progressive or progressive form. What are they? I have made a classification of stative verbs or mental verbs into 7 categories. Just try to remember them. And first, verbs of possession. And they are have, own, possess, belong to, contain, consist. These are known as verbs of possession. And they are called the stative or mental verbs. And they take present simple tense form. Number 2, verbs of liking oblique disliking. They are like, dislike, love, hate, prefer, admire, and want. And these are known as verbs of liking or disliking. And they take present simple tense form. Then verbs of sense perception. Verbs of sense perception. They are see, hear, H-E-A-R, hear, smell, taste, feel. And they are known as verbs of sense perception. And number 4, verbs of mental activity. And they are hope, remember, forget. And then number 5, verbs of thinking. And they are think, believe, know, mind, and understand. Number 6, verbs of appearance. And they are appear, seem, look, that means like, and resemble. These are verbs of appearance. And the rest verbs are placed in the column verbs of others. And they are depend, we, cast, measure, sound. And these are called verbs of others. Just make a recap of the stative verbs so that it will be quite easier on the part of you to make a screenshot. These are the stative verbs or mental verbs. Yes, you will have to give a close look so that it will be easier on the part of you to make a screenshot. Then, to introduce the quotations, we use present simple tense form. And example is John Keats says, "A thing of beauty is a joy for ever." And here to introduce the quotation, and that is a thing of beauty is a joy for ever. So we use the present simple tense form, and that is John Keats is the subject and Sage is the viewer. So it refers to quotation or a quotation. So the present simple tense form is used. Then the present simple is used to talk about the conditional part of real conditional. And here, what is conditional part? This part, if I work hard, it is the conditional part. And I shall get the success, it is the main part. So the conditional part here takes present simple tense form. The present simple is also used to talk about future program. But I think it is unnecessary on the part of mine to teach you about it, because I have already made a video before, and the title of this video is the present simple for future. So these are all about the present simple. And if this channel is quite useful to you, please subscribe it and do not forget to like, share and comment it. Thank you.